Now on Good Morning Northwest, crews race against time to find survivors in Haiti's flood zone left by Hurricane Melissa. And the relief flights bringing critical supplies to desperate families.
And it's a spooky start out there this Halloween thanks to some fog. I'll show you where we'll be stuck in fog and cloudy conditions again today.
And one traffic stop destroys a deputy's career and could send him to prison for decades. The federal charges that change everything and how the victim in this case feels about those charges. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. So glad you're with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Friday, October 31st. Happy Halloween. Let's start things off with meteorologist Matt Gray and a look at that first alert forecast. Matt's been watching this fog all morning long.
Yeah, not a treat, more of a trick here in Spokane this morning. It's starting to look like the fog's thickening up a little bit again. We're having a little bit of trouble seeing the arena here across the street from our studios in downtown Spokane. We're at 31 right now in the city, and the fog is largely concentrated basically right over Spokane. You head further out and things look a little bit better when it comes to visibility, unlike yesterday where almost everybody was having some trouble. Look at Fairchild. We're seeing visibility actually going up to about 8 miles, so the fog is a little bit patchier, but you can see Spokane International just down the road. Spokane Valley visibility down to 0 or less than 1 mile. Meanwhile, we've got nice clear conditions in Deer Park and up in Hayden at the Coeur d'Alene Airport as well. So it's a little patchier this morning, but it is going to be quite thick if you get into one of those fog patches. If you're going in or out of Spokane this morning, a dense fog advisory is back in effect for the center part of Spokane County and out on Highway 2 to the Davenport area. That will go until at least 10 a.m. We had it extended yesterday. We might get it extended again today. We're taking a look at your trick-or-treat forecast as we are tracking the next storm system rolling in. Coming up.
Matt, thanks. Police arrested a Spokane man in Florida this week for possessing child sex abuse material. It's according to the Spokane Police Department. 38-year-old Tyrone Lee Cliff was arrested in Florida on 7 first-degree felony charges of possession of material depicting sexual abuse of children. The investigation found Cliff had downloaded material onto a device that was originally registered to a home here in Spokane. As detectives prepared to serve a search warrant at Cliff's home, they learned he had recently moved to Florida. According to SPD, Cliff taught at a local religious school when he lived here in Spokane. His LinkedIn profile says he was a student at Moody Bible Institute. Cliff now awaits extradition back to Spokane, where the case will be prosecuted by the Spokane County Prosecuting Attorney's Office.
We are following breaking news out of Haiti this morning where Hurricane Melissa left behind some serious flooding. Take a look at this video. Water rushing through neighborhoods, cars floating down streets, and cars taking on some heavy damage. You can really see how powerful this storm really was. Officials in Haiti say at least 20 people were killed and 18 others are still missing. More than 160 homes were damaged and 80 others destroyed. Crews are out right now searching for people and helping families who've lost everything. About 15,000 people are still in shelters, and planes carrying water, medicine, and other supplies started coming in yesterday. Officials say they're working around the clock to give people the help they need. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
With the government shutdown now lasting a full month, President Trump's calling on congressional Republicans to end it with what he calls the nuclear option. That would mean eliminating the filibuster, an unprecedented step that GOP leaders have opposed up until now. It would eliminate the 60-vote threshold required to pass legislation, something Senate Republicans have so far avoided changing because of what it would mean the next time Democrats take the majority. In a post on Truth Social, the president brushed off that concern, saying Republicans should take advantage of the opportunity first.
A former Spokane County Sheriff's deputy already charged with a 2023 assault is now facing additional charges and 20 years in prison for the same case. Now, this body cam video here shows the moments investigators say then Deputy Clay Hilton punched and kneed a man in the head and torso, severely injuring him. Following this incident, the former deputy allegedly wrote a false report saying he could see 2 knives in the car. A grand jury indicted him for deprivation of rights under the color of law and falsifying records in a federal investigation. He was arrested this week and on Tuesday pleaded not guilty. Yesterday, we spoke to Kevin Hinton, his accuser.
There's a lot of emotion involved in that, obviously, but I've got to look to the word vindication. I mean, finally, we're getting some I appreciate very much what's taken place, but it is certainly long-lived.
Hilton is already awaiting trial in Spokane County Superior Court on assault charges stemming from this incident. That trial is set for March. Kevin Hinton is suing Spokane County as well.
A Spokane nonprofit is moving forward with a plan to help domestic violence survivors escape abusive situations. Mujeres in Action, or MIA, will build a low-income housing community for survivors. These are the renderings of Casa Mia. Once finished, this complex will have 13 townhomes with shared community spaces, open to singles and families with children. Mujeres in Action says people can get trapped in an abusive relationship if they can't afford another place to live or if they don't have a support system.
Many people who go through domestic violence situations tend to be very isolated from their communities. So this is an opportunity for us to, A, directly impact their recovery, but also B, funnel them back into the community.
Survivors will also be able to access legal and mental health services, get help finding a job, and work with a case manager. Mujeres in Action already owns the land in the Shiloh Hills neighborhood. Now it's applying for grants and asking for donations to raise the $8.4 million needed to break ground on this project this summer. Well, the time to think about snow falling in our neighborhoods is now.
Although it's not in the immediate forecast, thank goodness, the city of Spokane has released its plan for plowing roads this winter. According to the city, the street department's winter operations begin on November 15th and will last through the middle of March. Weather conditions will be monitored 24/7, and when heavy snow triggers a full city plow, you can expect it to take about 3 days. When plows are out, remember to park on the odd-numbered sides of your street and leave room for plows. You can find the full plan on the city's website and in your November utility bill. But again, not in the immediate forecast, thank goodness.
Yeah, well, there are some things in our immediate forecast causing some issues this morning here at 6:07.
Yep, it is foggy out there, so that's how we start the day. We then go into the weekend, and we have some more things we got to keep an eye on, such as wet weather, windy weather as well for Saturday. So a lot for us to talk about here. And your trick-or-treat forecast, too, coming up.
20 passengers hurt when their plane loses altitude without warning. Up next, the frightening flight and the pilot's urgent call for help.
And officers whose job is fighting drugs become the dealers. Coming up, the undercover operation that exposed their secret. That's next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by STCU and Volunteers Count.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya. With symptom relief as early as 4 weeks, remission at 12 weeks, and lasting remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible healing of the intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Kyle with Bill's Heating, here to take a look at your furnace.
I thought you guys were teamed up with Gonzaga. Where's the basketball player?
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. We do have Davis Fogel on standby.
Standby?
Oh, yeah. Whenever one of us needs him, we just shout his name.
What?
Watch.
Fogel! Whoa, it's like magic.
Actually, he just made me wait around the corner.
Exactly. It's magic.
Call Bill's Heating and AC today.
Visit us online at parkersubaru.com or come by and see us at Parker Subaru in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
It's here. The Red Tag Model Year-End Clearance Event. On now at R&R RV in Liberty Lake. Save thousands with factory discounts and clearance pricing. New travel trailers from $15,990. Fifth wheels from $39,990. Motorhomes from $89,990. Shop the Northwest's largest pre-owned RV inventory. Prepped and ready to go. Free parking, free admission, free food Friday and Saturday. The Red Tag Model Year-End Clearance Event. On now at R&R RV in Liberty Lake or online at rnrrv.com.
Bacon! I need bacon! Not bacon! Not bacon! Not falling for that again. Squirrel? No time! It's meaty. It's tasty. It's bacon! Nom 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 nom. I love you. I love bacon. I love you. I love bacon.
It is approaching 6:11. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. This morning, we're learning about a frightening situation on a JetBlue flight from Mexico to the U.S.
The plane involved, an Airbus A320, was traveling from Cancun to New Jersey when it suddenly lost altitude, injuring several passengers. The pilot reported a flight control issue, diverting to Tampa, Florida for an emergency landing. Right now, it's unclear if a cold front moving through that region was a factor. As many as 20 passengers were reportedly taken to hospitals.
Federal agents say they have busted a drug trafficking bribery scheme, and the suspects are in law enforcement. They include 2 county sheriffs and 12 other law enforcement officers indicted in Mississippi, accused in a years-long conspiracy to traffic drugs across the state in exchange for money. The FBI saying the officers provided safe passage for drugs that, in some cases, were delivered to Memphis and as far away as Miami. The FBI caught several defendants using an agent posing as a member of the Mexican cartel. In all, 20 people have been charged. No one has entered a plea yet.
The FBI has fired a special agent connected to the probe into President Donald Trump, terminating Aaron Tapp, the special agent in charge of the San Antonio office. He had previously helped oversee investigations into Trump's efforts to overturn the 2020 presidential election. One of those probes focused on the fake electors scheme. Tapp's firing comes amid broader allegations of political purges within the agency.
And the remains of 2 hostages held in Gaza have been returned to Israel. They were identified as Amiram Cooper and Sahar Baruch. Both were captured October 7th of 2023, one dying during a failed rescue attempt, the other in unclear circumstances. Thursday's transfer leaves the bodies of 11 hostages remaining in Gaza.
It's time to plan your day. It is foggy in a few parts of the inland Northwest, specifically right in Spokane. So when you run into that fog, make sure you're slowing down for conditions. For the afternoon, overcast. It's going to take a long time, just like yesterday, to warm up even just a little bit. And then isolated spooky sprinkles for trick-or-treat time this evening.
Today is the final day to collect for our Coats for Kids.
And yesterday, our chief meteorologist, Chris Crocker, spent some time in Spokane Valley making that final push for the Coats for Kids drive. Collecting coats as we celebrate our 40th year of Coats for Kids. Take a look at that full bin there. Now, we even raffled off a dishwasher to one lucky person who donated. As we wrap up this drive, we want to say a huge thank you to every single person who donated a coat. Distribution is already underway in a number of locations. And for information on times and places, head to KXLY.com/coats4kids. So awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We can't thank you enough. We have such a generous community once they just know about how to help.
Exactly. So. Good morning, Northwest time right now, 6:13.
Oh, pay the heating bill or buy groceries. The impossible choice facing Spokane families. Coming right up, how to get free help before winter hits hard.
And first, check out this live look at the start to our morning here. On this Halloween morning, we've been seeing fog in a lot of places. So if you're heading out the door, you want to give yourself a little extra time, slow down. Thanks so much for starting your day with us. We'll see you after the break.
He left a trail of terror spread across Spokane. His legacy of murder still haunts our city. Spokane serial killer Robert Yates, one of 509's most notorious crimes. Streaming Wednesday at 7, only on KXLY+.
Today through this Monday, if you're hunting for the best selection of sporty used trucks and four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive SUVs,
we got them, and we are pricing them right to move them out.
Which means it's the perfect time to upgrade your vehicle to a better set of wheels before the winter months arrive. Bag a truck and save $1. Plus, this week, Cal is offering a minimum $2,000 trade-in for your old ride.
You want it? Cal's got it.
Remember that party that your boss threw last year?
Yeah. Let's call in the pros this year.
Yeah.
Let Chef Adam Hegstead and his staff of culinary pros take the heavy lifting out of this year's holiday party. Our team is ready to build for any type of event, from small dinner parties to large corporate gatherings. Le Catering, your holiday heroes. Book today at lecatering.co.
Granite concepts aren't just for making a statement. They're for when she makes the goal that wins the big game. Our countertops aren't just for seeing the luxury in our designs. They're for seeing when it's time for a much-needed break. Granite Concepts isn't just for being in love with your kitchen. It's for being with the ones that you love. Granite Concepts. Beauty set in stone.
Our current extreme team, Parasports in Newman Lake, helping youth and adults with mobility and vision impairment, and we're going to renovate 3,000 square feet for comfort zones. The 4 News Now Extreme team brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
With depression, it feels like every day you're just going through the motions. But what if you could get your go back? Go with Auvelity. Auvelity worked fast. Some saw relief in as early as 1 week. And Auvelity lasted. On average, significant relief was seen at 6 weeks. Antidepressants may increase suicidal thoughts and actions in young adults. Tell your doctor about sudden changes to mood, thoughts, or behavior. Don't take Auvelity if you have a history of seizure, eating disorder, or have abruptly stopped drinking alcohol, or taking benzodiazepines, barbiturates, or anti-seizure medicine. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Don't take if you're allergic to dextromethorphan, bupropion, or any of the ingredients in Auvelity. Don't take with MAOIs. High blood pressure, manic episodes, serious eye problems, and dizziness can occur. Report all medicines you take to avoid a life-threatening condition. Don't take Auvelity if you are or may become pregnant. Side effects can include dizziness, headache, diarrhea, feeling sleepy, dry mouth, sexual function problems, and excessive sweating. Ask your provider about Auvelity. Go with Auvelity.
4 News Now is brought to you by Shriners Children's Hospitals.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Welcome back. It's now 6:17. Dropping temperatures mean rising energy bills for Spokane County homeowners.
But simple fixes can help save families money this winter. Spokane Neighborhood Action Partners offers free weatherization services to help residents seal gaps and stop heat loss. The timing here is crucial, as 1 in 5 Spokane County residents will soon lose that federal food assistance.
In today's environment of this week and next week, it's going to be, are you going to pay your heating bill or are you going to eat? So, you know, it's a bad choice that folks have to make.
SNAP provides free home weatherization services at no cost to people who qualify. You can check the eligibility requirements on SNAP's website. The organization also offers weatherization kits at its offices. Just make sure to call ahead and make sure those kits are available.
Here is a live look this morning at the Washington Water Power Building lit up. There is fog out there. Not looking too bad right there, but other places really, really thick. We've been talking about it. I did just check. No flights are affected at this point because, you know, that's always a concern, and no traffic issues yet.
Good.
Yeah, I would say, folks, if you're going on 195, that seems to be where the fog is thickest at this moment. I was going to show you on the camera, but then the camera decided to punch out on me.
Oh,
so
no.
We'll try that in the next half hour here. But let's take a look into downtown Spokane where you can see the fog, and in Coeur d'Alene where you can't. There's still some mistiness around, but certainly things are much better than they were yesterday for your commute in Kootenai County. Now, for the Spokane area, that's basically where the fog is parked over, especially on the south side of Spokane. So the further you get away from the city, the better conditions become. As you can see, even up into the Colville area, Bonners Ferry, Sandpoint, we've got pretty good visibility. In fact, we're up to clear conditions, 10-mile visibility with some overhead clouds as you headed to Hayden and the Coeur d'Alene Airport there this morning. So fog a little patchier than what we saw yesterday. Regardless of whether you have fog or not, if you have fog, like we're seeing in Spokane, when it lifts, then we're going to be under mostly cloudy skies ahead of the storm system coming in tomorrow. So I would not expect to see a ton of sunshine today, maybe just some filtered stuff in the morning and then pretty dreary as we head into the afternoon. We are going to be slowly, and I mean slowly, rising through the 30s into the 40s. Some spots, if you get a little bit more, if you get a few peaks of sun, such as down on the Palouse or in central Washington, maybe you get up towards closer to 50 degrees, but I don't think we're going to be anywhere close to that in the Spokane area for today. Trick-or-treat time. 45 degrees at 5 o'clock, a chance for 1 or 2 sprinkles, and then our rain chances actually drop for a few hours. That's good because you got 6 o'clock, between 6 and 7. I know a lot of kids are going to be out doing the trick-or-treating. So temperatures generally in the upper 30s, low 40s if we take a regional approach, and mostly cloudy skies. So some good news there. We're also picking up some more much-needed rain. It was a pretty wet October. We're going to start off November with it being wet as well. Most of what you're seeing here for this weekend going to be falling on Saturday. So especially in North Idaho, we're going to pick up another decent chunk of rain. You can see here as we head towards kind of 4 or 5 o'clock, just a very slightest chance of a sprinkle here in the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area, with a slight chance of some showers up around Priest Lake as we head towards 7 o'clock and around Medellin Falls as well. You look over to the Cascades, that dark green though, that's over 80% chance for some rain. So the big stuff is coming. It's going to be as we get up on Saturday morning. You can see across our northern counties, extremely high chances for rain. Pretty good for Spokane and Coeur d'Alene as well. Further south, it's going to be a little bit drier for the first half of the day. Second half of the day, though, that rain starts headed in your direction, folks around the Palouse and down to the LC Valley here at about 2 o'clock. It's going to be wetter over in North Idaho, and that's why we are seeing those higher amounts there. Then gusty winds are going to come in behind that as we head into Saturday evening. So don't leave out the trash cans. Make sure the inflatable Halloween decorations are a little tied down if they blew away last weekend, because we will likely see a good burst of wind as this rain exits the area. Sunday looks awesome, which is good, because then we got more rain coming up for next week.
And we fall back. Thank you for the reminder.
That's
there.
Right. Get more sleep.
I don't hate that at all. No.
I know all of us on this desk are excited.
So excited.
That we are.
All right, it's now 6:22.
Well, spectacular catches and trick plays light up Spokane football fields. The double reverse flea flicker that has everyone talking. We'll show you who did it. That's coming up next here in Morning Sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Bring on the holidays and shape your Christmas world with the Plant Farm. Don't forget to book your spot for the annual Poinsettia Tours. Bring home a Plant Farm poinsettia today, because life is better in the garden.
Touchdown on savings at George Key Kia Spokane. We're clearing out all new 2025 Kias at huge discounts to make room for the new 2026 Kias on the way. Shop over 350 new Kias and score big. Locally owned, family operated, always exceeding your expectations with unbeatable deals and exceptional customer service. Don't miss this chance to save. Visit George Key Kia Spokane off I-90 and Liberty Lake, or shop anytime at SpokaneKia.com.
It's time for 4 News Now, Coats for Kids. Drop off new or gently used coats at any of our sponsored locations. We'll bring them to Alsco for professional cleaning, then get them out to local children in need. Donate Coats for Kids through October 31st.
SCCU is partnering with 4 News Now, Coats for Kids to help keep children warm,
safe,
and
healthy this winter.
SCCU loves Coats for Kids.
When you're hurt in a car wreck, insurance companies will try to minimize your claim. Don't let them. We're here to fight for every dollar you deserve.
We're in your corner working to get you the best possible outcome.
When I called Craig Swap & Associates, it was so fast and so easy. They got right to work, making sure the insurance company treated me fairly, so I got everything I deserved.
Don't let big insurance take advantage of you. Call Craig Swap & Associates now. One call, that's all. 509-999-9999.
Spokane Municipal Court Judge Mary Logan claims to be dedicated to justice and service for our city, but her court has been a revolving door of catch, release, repeat, with repeat offenders arrested and released 13 times, 9 times, 16 times. But former prosecutor Lyndon Smithson is committed to hold repeat offenders accountable. He'll restore our confidence and improve public safety. So vote Lyndon Smithson for Spokane Municipal Court Position 2.
Bring on the holidays and shape your Christmas world with the Plant Farm. Don't forget to book your spot for the annual Poinsettia Tours. Bring home a Plant Farm poinsettia today, because life is better in the garden.
Welcome to Morning Sports. I'm Jack Wallace. Washington State gears up for their shortest road trip of the year when they head to Corvallis to face the Oregon State Beavers tomorrow. The Beavs are off to a pretty poor 1-7 start. Their only win, you're watching it right now, they beat FCS Lafayette. Oregon State presents a pretty tough challenge regardless, as they average more yards per game, have a better third down defense, and fewer penalties per game than the Cougs. Head coach Jimmy Rogers spoke about his scouting of OSU.
They're big up front. They're physical. They try to play hard and finish you through the whistle. And then defensively, they got a lot of, a mix of old and young. And I do think there's a level of maturity there that they've been able to have some success with.
Washington State looks for their first win in Corvallis since 2020. Kickoff at 4:30 p.m. again tomorrow. And we have our top plays from our spooky Sports Extra last night. Gonzaga Prep is darn near unstoppable this season. Here's a big reason why. Their wide receivers are electric. Dylan Kroll with one of the finest outstretched catches of the season. That set up a quick touchdown, one of G Prep's 7 on the night, in a 49-7 win over the University Titans. And for our number 2 play, we got a pretty big one from Cheney's Andrew Houndukbo. Here he's off to the foot races, weaving through the defense. This was a 90+ yard kickoff return touchdown, and Cheney ends up getting the upset. They beat Mount Spokane on the road 14-9. And your top play of the night is this absurd double reverse flea flicker touchdown from Freeman. Logan Schultz to Daniel Smith, one of the finest plays of the year. An incredible grab, incredible touchdown. Freeman taking the big win over Lind Ritzville, 43-7. And we're going to have more high school football tonight on Nightside as the regular season concludes in Washington and the playoffs start up in Idaho. That's all for Morning Sports. We're going to be back this evening.
That is so cool. Every time I watch that play, the flea flicker, it's awesome.
Done. And of course, World Series Game 6 tonight.
Okay.
All right. It is now 6:27 on the nose.
Well, your wallet will feel the Fed's latest rate cut differently depending on your debt. After the break, which accounts will see some real savings and which will barely budge.
Plus, when food assistance runs out, a local restaurant owner opens his doors. How Skewers plans to help neighbors in need. Next. And as we send you off to a commercial break, here's a first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, the big business of Halloween.
My maker told his tale.
A huge year for fear in film. There's already some Oscar buzz for Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein.
Victor Frankenstein.
Along with cinematic thriller Sinners.
I didn't mean to scare you. Thought y'all forgot about me in here.
And other big hits including Final Destination Bloodlines, Weapons, and 28 Years Later. But it's not just the movies. People are going all out to decorate. Homeowners and visitors alike posting these wickedly neighborhood attractions. And we'll have much more coming up at 7 a.m. Plus, get ready for Halloween fun live from New Orleans and a live performance from Beetlejuice on Broadway. With your GMA First Look, I'm Perry Russum, ABC News, New York.
If you have wet AMD or DME, you never want to lose sight of the things you love. And your condition doesn't have to steal the moment. Long-lasting EYLEA HD delivers powerful vision improvements that can save your vision for the future. EYLEA HD is the only treatment for wet AMD and DME that helped at least 8 out of 10 people go up to 4 months between injections after 3 initial monthly treatments. Don't take EYLEA HD if you have an eye infection, eye pain, redness, or are allergic to it. Eye injections like EYLEA HD may cause eye infection, separation of the retina, rare but severe swelling of blood vessels in the eye, or increased eye pressure. There is an uncommon risk of heart attack or stroke. There's still so much to see. Ask about next generation EYLEA HD, a treatment retina specialists trust.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Horizon Credit Union, proud sponsor of the Extreme Team.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything.
in the GMC Sierra. Get 0% APR plus no monthly payments until next year on select Sierra 1500 models.
ShopDaveSmith.com.
The purpose of a city council is to represent its residents, to improve community life, and to guide city operations for the benefit of its citizens. So, how's your Spokane City Council doing? Our elected officials have forbidden police to stop public camping on our streets. Kate Tellis is also against enforcement. But Alejandro is for stopping criminal activity on our streets while offering real help to those in need. So please, vote for Alejandro to restore our safety.
DJ Mickey and his friends invite you to an adventure that's off the charts. Only at Disney on Ice Let's Dance. Enjoy a special holiday sing-along pre-show included with your ticket. Playing Spokane Arena November 14th through 16th.
Need a new garage door?
Sorry.
Give us a call today.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning, Northwest. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Friday, October 31st. Of course, it's Halloween. Let's check in with meteorologist Matt Gray and our first alert forecast.
And it's looking pretty spooky out there in Spokane this morning. That fog is back like we saw yesterday. Temperatures in the low 30s and pretty limited visibility around the city. Now, unlike yesterday, once you get outside of Spokane, things look a little more palatable out there on the roads. In fact, you just go over to Fairchild from Spokane International and the fog breaks. So we're seeing pretty good visibility around Fairchild this morning. It was not the case yesterday. We saw very limited visibility at Deer Park as well. They're largely clear. Same goes with across the Rafter Prairie, where it's a little misty, but overall conditions are a whole lot better than they were yesterday. So that fog really concentrated right around Spokane and the valley, where we're seeing it be quite thick, and then down towards Spangle on 195, where we are seeing that visibility really shrink down. So especially on 195, make sure you are driving slower for conditions. A dense fog advisory for the Spokane area will continue until 10 a.m. And it is foggy, and our air quality has dropped as well. I want to thank Kathy on our Facebook page for asking about why her phone was saying something about air quality. It's not because it's foggy, but the fog does explain why, or at least reveals the reason why. We'll talk about it more coming up on my full forecast.
From the Breaking Now desk this morning, it's been a month since the government shutdown began, and millions of Americans are feeling the impact. Just this morning, a storm slamming the Northeast, leading to hundreds of flight cancellations, made even more complicated due to staffing shortages. And now, President Trump is calling on Republicans to open the government, saying it's time to go for what he's calling the nuclear option, removing the filibuster. This is a live look at our nation's capital, where every vote counts and the rules could decide how soon the government reopens. The president is successfully pushing lawmakers to scrap the filibuster. It would then allow the government to reopen with a simple majority vote instead of the 60 votes currently needed. Meanwhile, millions of Americans could lose food benefits like SNAP as soon as tomorrow. The shutdown is already taking a real toll. 1.4 million federal workers haven't been paid, so food banks are stepping up to help. They say they need the community support now more than ever.
We're treating this just like a hurricane where we're going to step in. It will be a challenge, but we're up to the task as we have been before.
On Capitol Hill, the fight over Medicaid and health care continues. Negotiations are still ongoing, and millions are left wondering how long they'll have to wait for help. We'll keep watching the Capitol and bring you updates as they come in. Reporting in the studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks so much. Well, with SNAP benefits set to expire tomorrow, a restaurant in downtown Spokane says it's planning to give out free meals.
Skewers Armenian restaurant says anyone can call ahead or come in for a free meal starting this weekend, no questions asked. That meal includes chicken shawarma, pita bread, and sauces. The restaurant's owner hopes this will inspire others to step up and feed the community during the crisis.
Right now, I'm just encouraging people that are considering donating to us to instead donate to a local food bank or find out other resources in your community that are also going to be just pillars at this time.
There's already a lot of interest in the free meals, so Skewers plans to prepare double or even triple the amount of food that it was originally going to make. If you need a free meal, you can call ahead to reserve it up to a day in advance.
The Idaho Department of Labor will host a hiring event next week in Coeur d'Alene. Get this on your calendars. Job seekers from across Kootenai County are invited to the Coeur d'Alene Library Wednesday to meet with local companies looking to hire new employees. Some of the organizations you'll find there include Coeur d'Alene Public Schools, Ace Industrial Supply, Lookout Pass Ski and Recreation, and more. This event is free and open to the public. Attending also counts as one weekly work search action for unemployment insurance purposes.
Well, if you have credit cards, loans, or a savings account, the recent cut by the federal government on short-term interest rates likely impacts you. This morning, we're teaming up with Consumer Reports to break down the changes you might see on your next statement.
But now the hiring rate is very, very low.
In September, the Fed announced a quarter-point interest rate cut. But what does this mean for you? Can you save a little more money? First up, credit cards. If you carry a balance, expect a slightly lower interest rate. But Ted Rossman with Bankrate says you might not notice it on your monthly statement.
If you have the average debt load, which is more than $6,000, if you're making minimum payments, that monthly minimum payment changes by $1 a month. Credit card rates are so high that honestly, even if that rate fell 2 or 3 points, which could take years, it would still be high cost debt.
Consumer Reports says you may save money on interest by working with a credit union, bank, or a finance counselor to create a plan and pay off debt with a personal loan. If a cut rate balance transfer offer tempts you, keep a close eye on fees and what your interest rate jumps to when the introductory period ends. Federal student loans, car loans, personal loans, and most mortgages have fixed interest rates. You're locked in, and those won't change unless you refinance. However, if you plan to take out a new loan, the rate cut could help new borrowers. If you're shopping for a car, expect a marginally lower rate.
It's not going to be a huge difference. Like if the average new car loan goes from 7.2 to 7%, I mean, you're only saving a few bucks a month.
After a Fed cut, the interest rate on your savings account will usually dip too, but that's not always the case because of stiff competition among banks.
Right now, we are seeing some competition for deposits, which is a good thing for consumers.
The top savings rates, often from online banks, are about 4.3%. Bottom line for borrowers and savers, do a little homework and shop around. Even a small rate change can make a big difference over time. Good to know. Some good tips.
Yeah, definitely. It is now 6:37.
Checking back in with meteorologist Matt Gray this morning. Okay, things are looking a little better out there on the roads.
Yeah, things looking a little better. We've talked about how North Idaho, the fog, not as big of an issue this morning. Not much of an issue at all, really. Good visibility in Post Falls. Starting to see some improvements in the valley as well. This is at the Sullivan Road exit. We can see pretty decently. But remember, when you head into downtown, things drop quite a bit again as we take a look outside our studios this morning. Your full forecast coming up in a few minutes.
And still to come here on Good Morning Northwest, an unprecedented move by King Charles. Prince Andrew loses all royal titles and his home. Why the palace took this dramatic action now. It's after the break.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
Is it time to update your living spaces? Don't overspend at the big box store. Come see us at Consign Furniture and browse the largest selection of like-new consignment furniture in Liberty Lake. Visit us online or stop by today. Consign Furniture. It's the smart way to buy.
Last year, I found my daughter playing with a piece of foil, and my world stopped. The panic hit me. Fentanyl, her future, everything flashing before my eyes. Now she's scared to touch anything on the ground. That is unacceptable. I'm Alejandro Barrientos, and she is the reason why I'm running for city council. I support Prop 1, and my opponent does not. I work to make Spokane more affordable for families and seniors and reduce homelessness with compassion and accountability. I'm Alejandro Barrientos, and I ask for your vote.
Jen loved her Gain flings. Then Brad showed up with Gain rinse and beads. When they mixed their scents, they discovered they were scent mates. Smells like it's gonna last. Mix, match, more happy with Gain.
You Gorilla Glued that chair?
Mm-hmm.
It'll hold?
Of course. It's like a gorilla's holding it together. Told ya.
Yeah.
The most wonderful stories start at Macy's Friends and Family. Take 30% off our best brands, plus 15% off beauty and fragrance. Or Star Rewards members can earn even more Star money. Only at Macy's Friends and Family. Going on now.
Attention high school sports fans. Your school could be featured on 4 News Now Game of the Week. Go to KXLY.com. Vote for your favorite game, and your team could be the featured game on Friday Night Sports Extra. 4 News Now Game of the Week. Brought to you by BECU.
This week on Neutrogena Remembers.
Will you marry me?
I love you.
If you remember these two, it may be time to start using Neutrogena Retinol Regenerating Cream. It can reverse 7 years of visible aging. Great skin. Oh, to be young.
If you're considering updating your living spaces, let our team do all the heavy lifting. We will pick up and sell your like-new consignment furniture.
Consigned furniture. It's the easy way to sell, smart way to buy.
Holiday deals are popping up, but is now the time to buy or should you wait? I'm Hannah Joy. Holiday shopping this year is a little bit different. I'll show you how to shop smart, save some cash, and keep the holiday stress off your list. Tuesday on Good Morning Northwest.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:40. In news around the world, the United Kingdom announcing that this man, Prince Andrew, will no longer be a prince. King Charles stripping Andrew of his royal titles and forcing him to leave his royal residence. These changes come amid scrutiny over Prince Andrew's friendship with the late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Epstein accuser Virginia Giuffre alleged that she was trafficked as a teen to have sex with Prince Andrew. In a statement, the palace saying their majesties wish to make clear that their thoughts and utmost sympathies have been and will always remain with victims and survivors of any and all forms of abuse.
The royal family really are sending a very strong message with this statement that they want to put every bit of distance that they can between Prince Andrew and the institution of the monarchy. They've taken absolutely everything from him, apart from, of course, that family link, which they can't take.
The palace says that the moves it's taking are necessary, despite Andrew's denying of these allegations.
A consumer alert for you this morning. A listeria outbreak linked to prepared pasta meals has grown. The FDA says 2 additional deaths and 7 new illnesses have been reported. The outbreak has sickened 27 people across 18 states and 6 people have died. There's also been a fetal loss. The recalled ready-to-eat pasta salads and prepared meals were supplied by Nate's Fine Foods, sold at major grocery chains, including Trader Joe's, Fred Meyer, and Walmart across the country.
It's time to plan your day. We've got foggy conditions right in Spokane, otherwise cloudy weather to start off your Halloween. And it'll stay overcast through the afternoon. Cloudy conditions continue as we wait for wet weather to show up on Saturday. We may see 1 or 2 little sprinkles, but for this evening, largely staying dry.
I'm from the future. I came here in a time machine that you invented.
Back to the Future is now a blast from the past, coming back to theaters in celebration of its 40th anniversary. Screenwriter Bob Gale says the beloved movie nearly didn't get made. This shocked me. Wow. It was rejected more than 40 times before it was made. More than a dozen products now and tie-ins are being released for the anniversary. But you would need a time machine to pick up at least one of the Back to the Future edition Gibson and Epiphone guitars, as both are listed as out of stock. Tickets are available for showtimes at local Regal and AMC theaters today.
Wow, it almost didn't get made. Could you imagine? Oh, what a little loss that would have been.
Big loss. Man, and you were talking about the actual musical's coming.
Yeah, so the Back to the Future musical, if you want to see that, that's coming into Spokane here in May. So if you're a big Back to the Future fan, I hear the show is awesome.
Yeah.
So you can get your tickets now.
Totally worth checking out. It's now 6:43.
A TikTok video accuses a local restaurant of racism after a customer waits half an hour without service. The owner says it was a server mix-up, but we're examining both sides here. That's coming up next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Welcome Broadway's Rock of Ages, the driving music force that rocked Broadway and millions of fans in the groundbreaking show Rock of Ages live in concert at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, November 20th. Get your tickets now.
Winning is just the beginning.
My name is Carol Lacombe, and I'm 82 years old, and I have been here 2 years. My husband passed away, so I ended up feeling pretty isolated. We took a look around, and I thought, this is the place. It was very welcoming. Everyone seems to be very open and friendly. I find it to be just a very comfortable, home-like place to be. It is home.
What's more powerful than an unexpected storm? Insurance that helps clean it up. Western National Insurance. That's the power of nice.
Life happens. Lucky for you, ICCU has a new kind of checking account that comes with benefits that help you life better. Because being human is a full-time job.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. I want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
Monday Night Football, Cardinals-Cowboys at 8 on ABC and ESPN.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:46. A local restaurant is facing backlash because of a social media video making accusations of racism.
The restaurant's owner claims what happened was simply an unfortunate service mistake. The TikTok video mainly shows the exterior of Maddie's Corner Cafe. The man recording it says he had waited at his table for half an hour without being served while white people around him were given quick service. Maddie's owner says this incident was caused by a mix-up in server rotation and poor communication that led to the table being missed.
It was a big mistake, and it turned into be the biggest mistake of my career, but it didn't have anything to do with race.
Google reviews plummeted for Maddie's after the video was posted, and its owner, Jennifer Hesseltine, says the business has since gotten death threats. In response, Hesseltine has changed the way shift rotations work, making it so each server sticks to one section in the restaurant. This original video was taken off TikTok, but copies are still circulating online.
Let's take a live look outside this morning. This is One Spokane Stadium heading into a big week of soccer this weekend.
Yeah, that's right. A game last night. Zephyr lost 2-1, but Velocity on Sunday hosting their first home playoff game. So that is happening Sunday. Go support the team. They're having a great season.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, and the weather will actually cooperate for that game, but maybe not so much for some other stuff this week.
Yeah, not so much for some other stuff. And of course, we've got the fog this morning. And as some of our viewers have noticed, a little bit of a dip in air quality today as well. So what's the whole deal behind that? Well, let me show you a picture from yesterday. This will probably help explain a little bit. So this is for the top of Mount Spokane yesterday, a layer of clouds that never went away yesterday, which also reveals something about what's going on with our air right now. That's right, folks. We're back in inversion season. Very calm conditions over the last couple of days, and so we've got that stagnant air collecting the smog and the pollution, and there's controlled burns in some national forest areas. There's a bunch of stuff, and all of it is collected now over the past couple of days, and we're seeing that air quality drop with these temperature inversions. And, well, you can see the results here. Look at Spokane, Lewiston, Coeur d'Alene, all in the yellow here, Colville as well. And look at Moscow. Moscow down to unhealthy for sensitive groups. So, yeah, seeing some of that cool season air quality issues already here in mid-fall. I don't know how much of a change there's going to be today, as our winds aren't going to pick up all that much, but tomorrow I expect some improvement there as our next storm system comes in. Cloudy conditions throughout the day today. Temperatures ending up in the low and mid 40s under the clouds and the fog. Trick-or-treat time this evening on this Halloween will be mostly dry, maybe just one or two little sprinkles ahead of what's going to be coming up for your Saturday and Sunday. Fall back to a nice Sunday, but Saturday is going to be soggy, especially in the morning in our northern counties. As we head into our southern region, south of I-90, it's going to be during the afternoon that you'll have the best chance of rain. But either way, it is not going to be a super pleasant day to be outside, and we're going to have some gusty winds along with that as well for your Saturday. So for this weekend, a bit of a split, but you know what? I think that that Sunday forecast with the extra sleep is going to feel pretty nice. Just make sure you got a raincoat for the first half of the weekend. We'll take a look at your full 7-day forecast coming up in the morning sprint.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now weather is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort Hotel.
NIU has been serving our community for over 50 years. It's a broad mix of cancer care. We see all kinds of urologic cancers and take care of those patients here.
The partnership we have allows us to deliver all the different options all in one place. With a new diagnosis of prostate cancer, you'll have all the options available, everything from the latest surgical options to the latest radiation options, and so we're happy to help with that.
Most patients are referred by their primary care doctors. Patients can certainly always pick up the phone and give us a call as well.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Get 0% APR plus no monthly payments until next year on select Sierra 1500 models.
See your local GMC dealer.
Hey, Ken. When the advocates get a new client, what's the first thing you're thinking?
When?
When? When we get a new client.
Yeah, when?
When we get a new client. You know, when a new client signs up.
When?
When we get a brand new client.
Donnie, I think when.
Oh, when. That's funny. I thought you were saying when.
No, when.
Just now, when I asked you about the new client.
Let's not. Injured? You deserve an advocate.
Born and raised in Spokane, Zach Sapone is a teacher who understands our challenges to get ahead. Zach goes above and beyond, standing up for working and middle-class families like his own. On council, he's delivered results, making housing more affordable, improving streets and transit, and creating safe, vibrant neighborhoods. Zach knows there's more to be done. That's why he's pushing forward on homelessness, housing, and public safety.
I'm Zach Sapone. I'm asking for your vote so we can keep fighting for everyone to have a fair shot.
Rain or shine, day or night, good weather always reigns at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. No matter the weather, winning is better. Your 7-day forecast calls for fun at the Coeur d'Alene Casino.
Coeur d'Alene Casino, winning is just the beginning.
Milk? You got a rumble in your tumble that you don't want to address.
Oh, I don't know.
Don't live in dairy denial. You can have your milk and smile. Lactate's in the real milk aisle. Lactate.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
It is now 6:53. Time to get you ready to take on your Friday in the morning sprint.
The ghosts and goblins aren't the only things out today. We got fog rolling in and clouds are keeping the spooky Halloween vibes alive. Meteorologist Matt Gray has a look at your forecast.
Hannah Joy's in studio live as crews race against time to find survivors in Haiti's flood zone left by Hurricane Melissa.
But first, police arrested a Spokane man in Florida this week for possessing child sex abuse material. That's according to the Spokane Police Department. 38-year-old Tyrone Lee Cliff arrested in Florida on 7 first-degree felony charges of possession of material depicting sexual abuse of children. The investigation found Cliff had downloaded material onto a device that was originally registered to a home in Spokane. As detectives prepared to serve a search warrant at Cliff's home, they learned he had recently moved to Florida. Cliff now awaits extradition back to Spokane.
In your forecast, we've got fog concentrated right around downtown Spokane, but most of us outside of Spokane are going to be waking up to mostly cloudy skies, and that is going to continue as we go throughout our day today. Cloudy conditions. I am expecting us to slowly work our way into the 40s. It's going to take a little bit after that fog lifts somewhat. And trick-or-treat time, a slight chance that we maybe see 1 or 2 drips and drops of rain out ahead of the next system that's coming in, but for the most part, staying dry.
We are following breaking news out of Haiti this morning, where Hurricane Melissa has left some serious flooding, water rushing through neighborhoods, cars floating down streets, and cars taking on some heavy damage. It is really powerful out there. Officials in Haiti say at least 20 people were killed and 18 others are still missing. More than 160 homes were damaged and 80 others destroyed. Crews are out there right now searching for people. For updates on the conditions, tune in to Good Morning America.
It is time to think about snow falling in our neighborhoods, although it's not in the immediate forecast. The city of Spokane has released its plan for plowing the roads this winter. The Streets Department winter operations begin November 15th and will last through the middle of March. Weather conditions will be monitored 24/7, and when heavy snow triggers a full city plow, you can expect it to take about 3 days. When plows are out, remember, park on the odd-numbered side of the street and leave room for plows. You can find the full plan on the city's website.
Dropping temperatures mean rising energy bills for Spokane County homeowners, but simple fixes can help families save money this winter. Spokane Neighborhood Action Partners offers free weatherization services to help residents seal gaps and stop heat loss. The timing here is crucial, as 1 in 5 Spokane County residents will soon lose that federal food assistance. SNAP provides free home weatherization services at no cost to people who qualify. You can check your eligibility on SNAP's website.
With the government shutdown now lasting a full month, President Trump is calling on congressional Republicans to end it with what he calls the nuclear option. That would mean eliminating the filibuster, an unprecedented step that GOP leaders have opposed up until now. It would eliminate the 60-vote threshold required to pass legislation, something Senate Republicans have so far avoided changing because of what it would mean the next time Democrats take the majority.
And with SNAP benefits set to expire tomorrow, a restaurant in downtown Spokane says it's planning to give out free meals. Skewers Armenian Restaurant says anyone can call ahead or come in for a free meal. Starting this weekend, no questions asked. The restaurant's owner hopes that this will inspire others to step up and feed the community during the crisis.
And another local restaurant, this one facing backlash because of social media making accusations of racism. The TikTok video mainly shows the exterior of Maddie's Corner Cafe. The man recording it says he had waited at his table for half an hour without being served, while white people around him were given quick service. Maddie's owner says this incident was caused by a mix-up in server rotation and poor communication that led to the table being missed. In response, the owner has changed the way shift rotations work there.
Well, today is the final day to collect for Coats for Kids. And yesterday, our chief meteorologist, Chris Crocker, spent some time in Spokane Valley making a final push for the Coats for Kids drive, collecting coats as we celebrate our 40th year. We even raffled off a dishwasher to one lucky person who donated. As we wrap up the drive, we want to say a big thank you to every single person who donated. Distribution is underway in a number of locations. For information on times and places, head to KXLY.com/CoatsForKids.
Weather with Matt right after this.
This is your community, and your stories deserve to be heard. At 4 News Now, we're here to listen, connect, and bring you the news that truly matters. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
A penny saved is a lifetime earned. Numerica Credit Union, money where it matters.
25 years ago, when Spokane's downtown was dying, we reclaimed our city, and the world noticed. Now, they're noticing something different. Property crime, open drug use, filth on sidewalks. But we can fix it. Alejandro has real solutions to clean up crime while also offering real help to those in need. Kate Tellis is against the initiative to clean up our streets. So please, vote for Alejandro to restore our city.
You've got a big day, and you need to smell fresh. That's why the all-new Unstoppables gives your clothes a 24-hour non-stop freshness. So no matter how long the day goes, you
can't stop this power, this walk, this pose, this strut, this look, this talk.
Unstoppables Fresh. Smell unstoppable.
A spooky start to this Halloween in Spokane. We're going to see cloudy skies throughout the day, even after the fog that's around some areas lifts. Chance for maybe 1 or 2 little sprinkles late this evening, but trick-or-treat should go off without a hitch. Then for Saturday, gusty and wet. It is going to be an inside activity kind of day, even with the warmer temperatures. A really nice looking Sunday as we get a little extra sleep along with it as well. As we call back to standard time, wet weather in the forecast a lot next week, so keep that raincoat on the hook.
Well, thanks so much for starting your Halloween morning with us right here on Good Morning Northwest.
We've loved having you along on this Wear Red Friday. We encourage you to join us and wear red to show support for our military.